welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this session of Institutions Online on your Pan-African television, AFRIQUE Media. Let's kick off this day's edition with the official webpage of Equatorial Guinea 2012 Governor of the Year. New York City-based South African Art International is proud to announce that the Republic of Equatorial Guinea has been selected for the 2012 Governor of the Year. This newly awarded accolade is being bestowed to the country that has shown great skill, courage, and humanity in bringing head of state, government officials, international humanitarian and non-governmental agencies, international sports governing bodies, artists, artisans, intellectuals, and diaspora together. Equatorial Guinea again the delivery of toys sponsored by the second Vice President of the Republic, Richis Malabo. As has already taken place in the province of Annobon, the children of Malabo have benefited from a large batch of toys that have been donated by Teodoro Ngema Obiang. Obiang, the second Vice President himself, acted as Santa Claus and delivered the desired gift to the children, which is already a tradition each year. More than 1,500 children came to the event from all the districts of the capital, as well as from the agency city. The delivery was also followed by a large number of national and international medias, during which Mr. Obiang Mange stated a toy for a child is more than a wish. In addition to the gift, the Vice President passed out affection and toy to all the attendees. For more information on the year's governor, the toy delivery to kids by the nation's second Vice President and many others from the country, you can visit the country's official webpage. We go over to Ghana's official webpage, Vessels Traffic Management System being built along the country's coast. The Ghana Maritime Authority is constructing a vessel traffic management intelligence system along the country's coast to monitor activities of foreign and local vessels in the Ghanaian territory water. In this regard, a 55 meters height radar tower has been erected at Harv Asini in the western region. Mr. Edmund Amwama, site engineer of Astera Engineering Limited, which is working on the project, made this known in an interview with the Ghana News Agency at Harv Asini, saying the project, which started in November this year, is currently about 50% completed and is expected to be completed in January 2013. According to Mr. Amwama, the country's ports were getting a lot of traffic, which required and improved the system of surveillance to direct them while in the country's territorial water and also monitor their movements and their cargoes, adding that the facility will also direct ships safely in the country. Ghana again, Ghanaian company wins award. A Ghanaian company, Orchid Hospitality Management Service, has won an international award. Orchid received the Gold category of the International Quality Crown Award in recognition of its outstanding commitment to quality, leadership, technology, and innovation organized by the Business Initiative Direction. At a presentation ceremony held in London, Mrs. Rebecca Amo, Chief Executive Officer of the company, was presented with a certificate and a plaque by Jos E. Pietro, President of a BID Business Initiative Direction, and delayed Flicting Vice President Mr. Pietro described the Orchid Hospitality Management Service as being made up of a team oriented towards the continuous improvement of process, striving for an important role in the leadership of the business world. We move over to Congo's official webpage, Congolese Armed Forces plans their activities for 2013. Conference planning activities and commitment of the Congolese Armed Forces for the year 2013 was held from December 19 to 22 in Brazzaville. Headed by the Chief of General Staffs of the FAC, Major General Guy Blanchard Okoye, the conference established the necessary tools to organize, conduct, monitor, and control the organic activities and the Congolese Armed Forces operations. The conference has set targets for the coming years and to identify practical guidance for the implementation of tasks in the areas of intelligence, operational planning, the coaching and training and personnel protections, equipment and logistic administration and finance. Orientations resulting from this conference required each according to its level of performance to facilitate the task of the higher level in making good decisions. Chief of General Staff of the Congolese Armed Forces announced that the document should be validated after the year-end instructions of the President of the Republic, the Supreme Commander of Armies, and that of the direction of the Minister in charge of National Defense. We go over to Nigeria's official webpage statement on the construction of the permanent residence of the nation's vice president. The attention of the presidency has been drawn to unnecessary controversies the building of the permanent residence of vice president is generating in the media. The current temporary residence of Amadi Sambo was designated in the Abuja master plans as a presidential guest house, and the Federal Capital Territory Administration, which is saddled with the responsibility of providing accommodation to deserving government officials, decided to ensure that its implementations, its master plans by locating the permanent residence of the vice president to its present positions and building a benefiting accommodation to any Nigerian vice president. It should therefore be carefully understood and appreciated that the vice president has nothing to do with the construction of the new residence in question, as it is not his personal property but the residence of any Nigerian vice president. However, VP should therefore not be connected with any expenditures on the constructions. Banning this time around the President of the Republic in Dogbo for the finalizations of the Hungary Primary and Public School. To be ensured that the said school was moving on well in its finalization, the head of state, His Excellency Thomas Boniyayi, made an individual visit to the location on December 23. Teachers, parents, political and administrative authorities, local councillors and MPs were all present at the event. Happy to know that the Hungary students will start the January 2013 session of studies in the module of the free classrooms. On Zambia's official webpage, His Excellency Michael Sata has with immediate effect revoked the appointment of Honorable Elijah Muchima as Deputy Minister in the Ministry of Land, Natural Resources and Environmental Protection. The head of state confirmed the revocation of Honorable Muchima's appointment during a swearing ceremony at the State House on December 24. President Satawu thanks the Honorable for the service rendered to the nation during his tenure of office, which is the Mwilinga West Parliament, God's blessings in the future endeavors. Meanwhile, the President appointed Kambopo East MMD Member of Parliament, Honorable Dani Chingumbu, as the Deputy Minister and designed him to the Ministry of Land, Natural Resources and Environmental Protections. The head of state wished him success as he embarked on a new journey in the political career and service to the nation. However, President Sata on the same day sworn in Mr. Palan Molonda as Zambia's ambassador to the United States of America, expressing confidence that the newly elected ambassador will execute his duties to the satisfaction of the nation. Moreover, to Burundi, President Nkurunziza answers questions from the public. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Pierre Nkurunziza, hosted on Saturday, December 22, a public offering from the chief town of Ngozi Province. Issues concerning the life of the country in general areas such as political, economic, social and security, education, cooperation, to name but a few, have been sufficiently developed during the 2 hours program. The head of state announced to the public that this kind of program is one of the several ways to communicate and see all the good directions to explore and to bring a stone building to help developing nations. Over to Zimbabwe, the nation's official website reveals that the Unity Accord signed on December 22, 1987 by CDE Joshua Nkomo, leader of the Patriotic Front, ZAMPU, and CDE Robert Mugabe, representing ZANU-PF, was one of the major political milestones in the country's political history since independence in 1980. The agreement ushered peace following a spate of widespread violence in Matambeland province and parts of the Midlands, which left thousands of innocent people dead. The Unity Accord was a successful attempt to get over that dark chapter of the history of the country. It sealed the relationship between two parties whose military wings, Zimpra and Zanland, had waged a joint protracted war for more than decades to dislodge the minority representative regime of Land Smith, the last white prime minister of Rhodesia. Essentially, the two former parties irrevocably committed themselves under the new agreement to unite under the umbrella of ZANU-PF, whose leader would be Robert Mugabe. The leadership of the United Party undertook to eliminate the violence of Matambeland to pave way for development. This, however, was not the first time that the country's leadership, political parties had tried to work together in one way or the other. Here we end this day's edition, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being asked for the day. Stay connected to the Pan-African Television for more information. We keep in touch.